guess his stock just went up, Golden Boy.
Hello, and welcome back to Sars Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody is tuned in nice and early. Big ups to everybody is watching on the replay. Make sure you're smashing a like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure to get that done, people. We are here to do the preview for Arsenal versus Bolton in the League Cup. As you can see by the title, we are going to get into it. We are going to be speaking about starting 11s. We're going to be speaking about players that may be injured, players that won't be missing, and won't be making an appearance. All of that good stuff. And we're going to be doing score predictions as well. So stick by for that. Make sure to get that done, people. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel and to hit that button notification so you're notified every time we go live. I am joined by my brothers. Man like Guru is in the building. And man like T, and the T stands for Turkish, is also in.
Smash those likes, boys.
100%, bro. 100%, man. Smash the likes, people. Smash the likes. Boys, how we doing? It's only yesterday you were here. And we're back again for another one, man.
Chilling, bro. Hopefully ready for a relaxing game. You know what I'm saying?
No game is ever relaxing, bro. No game is ever relaxing, bro.
Let's just hope this will be a really chill week for us, so the players can rest. You know what I'm saying, and we can just enjoy our evening.
No, 100%, man, 100%. And listen, I think getting straight into it. Obviously, Bolton in the Carabao Cup, League Cup. The team that we would have wanted to get. Do you know what I mean? I know, obviously, not looking down on them in any way, shape, or form, because these teams can definitely hurt you as well. 100%. It's not just it's Bolton, it's easy. That's it. We're just gonna go past them very easily, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? That's not how it works. That is not how it works. So, when it comes to Bolton, obviously, just looking at the recent form going by, obviously, our form of 2-0 against Aston Villa, 1-1 against Brighton, a draw, then a win against Spurs, 0-0 draw against Atalanta, and a draw against Manchester City. Now, obviously, we've got harder games in that run, as we've stated countless times this season. We have got a harder run. So obviously that's not something you can look at and be like, oh, I'm worried about it, I'm concerned. It's if it looks like that with the games that we had to play, the places we had to go, it's not too worrying for me. Looking at Bolton's fixtures, obviously they went away Shrewsbury Town, 1-2-0, played at home against Exeter and lost 2-0, played against Borough and 1-3-2, got beaten at home by Huddersfield Town 4-0, and beat Reading at home 5-2. So they're coming off of a win in this game. No injuries as per what it says here. And head-to-head, we played 5 games in total. Played them in 2012 0-0 in the Premier League. That was back when they were in the Premier League, and a lot of these are when they were in the Premier League.
Yeah, bro. Do you remember, like, who was it? Nolan and some other guy. Bro, they had some very physical players. That was a very tough fixture for us every time.
Yeah,
No,
bro. They had
100%.
back in the day. They had Anelka, Jejo Okocha,
Yeah.
Jaskelainen. They had some good players, bro.
Bro,
They had
ballers,
some good
ballers,
players.
ballers, ballers, 100%. But listen, we're obviously versing them today. Where, listen, it's not the biggest opponent, of course, but we still have to go out there and look competent. We still have to go out there and put a decent team out. We still have to go out there and win the game. Of course, it's a knockout competition, and these are the earlier rounds. Obviously, we won't see none of the big boys due to the recent rule. I think they said you can't verse one of the big six can't come up against each other until I think the later rounds. Then the big six can come up against each other. Don't know why. I think if the big six
Healthier though. It's healthier for the competition itself, because especially what happened with the FA Cup even last season, where like
I think
if
they
you
just want
if
to
you
prevent like what happened last year. You do not want a Southampton or a Leeds United at a semi-final or a final. You know what I'm saying? It's clear because, for example, if a Liverpool goes to the final, Manchester United even, Manchester City, and you face someone like Southampton, you face someone like I don't know, Blackburn Rovers, they will get smashed, bro. I think they want to prevent this and want to make the you know what I'm saying, the final 8 teams a little bit more how should I say, close instead of being a wash.
because most of the top six start taking this thing seriously, even though it is people call it Karabuki Cup, whatever you want to call it, right? We need to take all cups seriously. But my point basically is then when people start taking this cup seriously, especially in the top six, quarterfinals, around there. So like you put more of your starting players in there. So probably why, dude.
No, listen, this is my argument for it. My argument for why I think that the top six teams should come up against each other earlier. Allah. Hold on a minute.
Barrow winning
Bro,
against Chelsea.
It didn't start yet. Don't get baited, bro. It didn't start yet.
Oh yeah, he baited me. He baited me. Mo, you're
Me too, man. Me
crap.
too.
The game is in half an hour, bro. Chill.
I got excited, bro. I got gassed.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I was like, hey, let's go.
I went to check because it's actually believable. Something like that is actually believable that it could happen.
They've apparently they've changed their entire starting 11 though, so it's a whole different 11.
After the whole Servette thing, you know what I mean, bro? It's definitely a believable thing. Let me see this. What they done on this one? Nkunku, Mudryk, Felix, Neto, Cassidy, Dewsbury Hall, freaking hell. Yeah, they have done a whole change up.
Yeah, but does it really matter though?
No, but they can afford to do that, which is a thing. It's a luxury I would like to have as well, but I don't. So,
Man City have completely changed their lineup as well, bro. They're going with kids out there.
Completely. That's what we need to do as well.
Of course, they played the game like a few days ago, bro. Of course, the kids are gonna play.
Walker's playing and Stones are playing. Grealish is playing and Foden's playing. Doku's playing, even though he played like majority of the game.
I think that's a punishment for Walker because he was shit against us, bro.
And it's a punishment for Doku as well. And it's a punishment for Doku as well.
Yeah, but he's a shit player overall, so it doesn't matter.
Doku is just like you know those guys that look like we've all played, right? It's like that one dude who has flair, but he can't make the simple passes. He's always selfish. He can't even cross the ball into the box. Just all about himself. That's what Doku's like. Yeah. If you can't thrive in a Pep system, your career's finished.
A mild Saint Maximin.
Yeah.
Not even the spicy, a mild Saint Maximin. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. A mild is crazy. But anyway, back to my point. Obviously, in regards to why the top six should come up against each other, for me in the League Cup, the reason why the top six should come up against each other, because I think it's better because I want what's best for my club, of course, but I also want what's best for the smaller clubs, bro, and the clubs that are in smaller leagues, like in the lower leagues. It's not even smaller leagues; they're in the lower leagues. These clubs,
that's fair.
I want them to be able to get further in the competition. So more of the big boys coming up against each other. This is how I look at it in the FA Cup and in the League Cup. more of the big boys coming up against each other. I couldn't care less if there's a shit team, as they want to call it, a shit team or a lower team, in the latter stages of the competition, because I think these teams, it's going to help them massively. And listen, we all like to see an underdog story. We all like to
Bro,
see,
but here's the thing: they
especially
don't
if one
care
of our
what.
clubs not on there. If my
Bro, they
club's
don't
not
care what
involved,
you like
I
to
want to
see or
see the
not.
underdog win.
Money. That's all it's about.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand.
like-
I understand why they're doing it. I understand that they're
Yeah.
after the money, 100%. But I
Mhm.
just don't agree with it. I don't think it's right, and that's my
Yeah, no,
reason,
that's fair.
because
Because
I
like
would prefer to see smaller teams
bro,
like a
if
Bolton.
Coventry had somehow knocked out United, right? Which, to be honest, I don't think that was offside, but that's my opinion, right?
Neither
If
do I.
Coventry somehow went through Manchester United, right? Bro, Coventry City, no one's watching that game on TV, dude. They just know, they just accept that City won an FA Cup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Most
know
people
what?
wouldn't have watched that.
If
I
you
would
look at
disagree.
in a football perspective, okay, Saad is talking about a football perspective, and Guru, you're talking about a business perspective. These
Yeah,
guys are business minded. You know what I'm saying? They do not care about the success story. They do not care about the underdog story. They just want a
TV
Liverpool
revenue.
versus Arsenal semi-final so they can have views. Imagine Liverpool versus Manchester United in the final. Two big rivals, a lot of viewers, a lot of money, and the same will not happen against a Blackburn Rovers, against a Coventry, against a Leicester City. It just doesn't happen, bro. So in a business sense, I understand it, but from a football sense, I understand you completely, Saad, because we like football. We would love to see an underdog story, but hey, as we can see, the football just doesn't move like that these days.
But this is
Not anymore.
that's the main problem that people had at first with the whole all of this money coming into football. That's the problem that people had with it, is that the Premier League is going to get bigger, and the Premier League is going to get massive, and Premier League clubs are going to continue to make more and more and more money. But the lower clubs in the lower leagues are going to get left out, bro, and they're going to get left in the back, and it's even harder. The only way you can do that is with immense investment, or with very clever planning, having the right people in place. Like, for instance, Wrexham, brother, look what they're doing, bro. They were non-league.
Yeah, dude. They could
They were
be in the
non-league.
championship
Now
next year.
they're top of
They're
League
top of the
One,
league.
bro. They're top of League One,
Yep.
bro. They're ready to come into the championship, and I think if they come into the championship, I think they could even top the championship and continuously go, because they built a very good core. And big up to Ryan Reynolds and the other guy. I forgot what the other guy's name who owns it, bro. It's Ryan Reynolds and somebody else. But big up to them, bro, because they came in and so we're picking this team. We like the community, and we want to invest our money in this, and we're going to invest it properly. And look what's happened, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's propelled the club to a higher level of performance, a higher level of having the fans. They're probably gonna start to make improvements to stadiums and stuff like that. So listen, I like to see clubs grow in it. That's
Yeah.
one thing for me where I differ from other people who just focused on the Premier League and focused on I like to watch the smaller teams grow. Do you know what I mean? Me seeing
I
a
also
smaller
think
team
you're
is
underestimating.
great.
You're underestimating how much money smaller clubs make, bro. I don't think you understand how much money, for example, Luton Town made, if you compare it to other top four clubs from other leagues. You know what I'm saying? They got more money, but they just don't spend it. They just don't invest it the right way.
The
And
parachute
Wrexham,
payments.
I'm sorry.
The parachute payments when
Yeah,
they
the
go down.
when you promote, you get a good sum of money, and when
And
you
then the TV revenue from the entire Premier League's divided into 20, right? So
yeah,
and that's the thing, like that's the one qualm I had against Brighton, where like until this summer, have you seen them spend big? I've never seen it. Brighton spent a lot this summer, dude.
The
It's
thing,
like pretty sure the first time they've done that.
the thing with Brighton is, I think at the moment you look at their team, they are a selling club. They produce
Yeah.
talent and they sell it. They
Yep.
keep certain talent, and then they progress with it for as long as they can. But they will always sell because they want to remain in the club, and they want to push for Europe. I don't think their focus is we need to win the league. And I don't
Or
think
even
I don't I
getting
don't
to
I don't
the
I don't even know if their whole infrastructure. Well, actually, you know what? Because Leicester winning the league completely changed it for everyone. That means everybody has a chance. Doesn't matter how small you think your club is or how low of a chance you think you have. There's always a chance in football for you to win the league or do something crazy. Do you know what I mean? I doubt we'd ever see a Leicester happen again, but it's still there. The possibility is still there.
Never
But
say
anyway,
never, dude. Never say never.
yeah, exactly. Moving on to this game against Bolton tomorrow. How are we feeling about this? How are you feeling about this game? I'll start with you, T, because I think Guru's just gone away from his desk.
Um, I personally feel really relaxed. I think this is like an in-between game that we just let the youngsters play, so the senior players can rest and gather their energy. Even though Bolton are on paper, not a small club, they just didn't have they just didn't have how should I say? They're just not as successful as they were in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
said, not in the Premier League ever since 2012, 2014. It's been a long time. It's been a how should I don't know if heritage is the right word to use, but they are
No,
low
because
key a
no,
heritage
dude,
team from
they
back in
went
the day, bro.
down to League One. So I mean, it's been a slippery slope for them
Yeah,
last 10 years or so.
yeah, and we've mentioned before they had players like Anelka, Jaskelainen. They had even Mario Jardel and my Galstray fans who know
Kevin
who I'm
Nolan as
talking
well,
about.
man.
Kevin Nolan, yes, of course. They, they
Yeah.
they had some they had some amazing players in the past, but right now they're just a deflated club and just there for the taking. I don't care about their league form. I do not care about how many goals they score. We are a title challenging side in the Premier League, and if I want to play Ethan Nwaneri, if I want to play Lewis Skelly, if I want to play Heaven, I should be able to do so and still beat
Yeah.
them convincingly. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about this game. Like I said, I have nothing against Bolton. I think like I said, it's a heritage club from the past, like Blackburn Rovers as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout
Like
out to Guy
Watford as well.
Kirmolder, Watford as well. Yeah, and in that sense, yes, I respect them. But in a footballing sense, in the current state, if we look at both teams, we should be able to beat them with the youngsters. And if we don't, then these youngsters are just not ready, bro, and send them back to the academy. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Mm.
I'm relaxed. I'm just chilling. I'm just hoping that no injuries happen to one of the youngsters like Nwaneri. I feel like Kivior will play, and if Tierney is fit, maybe he will play, or Zinchenko. You know what I'm saying? I just hope these guys will stay fit, and nothing happens to them. And yeah, I just want this game to be smooth sailing, W and khalas. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, I completely agree. Guru, what's your thoughts on the upcoming fixture?
I mean, should be a fairly straightforward game, but
Mm,
I mean, we've seen in the past how many times these have been banana skins for us, you know?
mm,
So I don't think as fans we can take it lightly. Obviously, we need to rotate heavily in this game. We thought it would happen against Atalanta, but it didn't because resting players for City was more important, especially because we went away and we had one less day to prep for the City game. But yeah, no, I totally see us changing at least like 6, 7 players, maybe even up to 9, man. From what started against City anyway, not that came on. So
mm.
yeah, we can talk about the lineup if you want, or
No, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that after, bro. Listen, for me, I look at this as we have to. I want to see a similar thing to what Man United done. 7-2. I want to. It was 7-0. I want to see something like that. We need to put our foot down and cut the bullshit. Let's show these people, brother, we got no problem creating stuff. We'll put our kids out there and they'll create for us and they'll beat them 7-0 because we have the talent there. Yeah, enough of the bullshit, enough of this, yeah, it could be. I want to be for instance, Man City. Man City be going to this game and they won't even look at it. They won't even sniff their nose at it, bro. They won't even look at it, bro, and think of anything, bro. They'll just be like, that's a win, 100%, guaranteed. That's how I want to go into it. But with previous, and with how certain games have gone previously in the last 10 years or in the last 5 years, bro, I can't sit there and say, guaranteed we're going to win that game. 100% we're going to win that game. Because for some reason, these games seem to be our freaking kryptonite. These games seem to be our our banana skins, bro. West Ham were awful against us in the was it League Cup that we played them, and then they ended up winning against us, bro. They were awful, awful, and we
Yeah, but
still
how
lost.
many players? How many players at this current time of our team do you consider deadwood?
At this point.
Yeah. Well, because what I'm trying to say while you think about it is we used to play these deadwoods in these kinds of games. The El Nenis of the world, the Cedric Suarez's of the world. You know what I'm saying? These guys are gone. Now we have decent players even on the bench, and we we got rid of the deadwood and we put youngsters in their place. And we cannot say that Skelly and NWANERI are bad players. They're good players. They're decent players. So even if we play the bench players, we still have a decent lineup. If we compare it to back in the day when we had El Neni, Cedric, and those kinds of players, you know what I'm saying? So I think we need to take that into consideration as well. Yeah, we have a, even though our bench is lacking in numbers, we still have better players than we had when we played West Ham United.
I'd say at the moment we only have one that I can think of that comes to mind, which
Same.
is Kieran Tierney. Just the
I
only
would
real-
Do
say,
we
I would say,
consider him deadwood after the last season? Because he had a decent season, even though he had an injury.
the reason why I consider him deadwood because I rate him. I rate Tierney, but the reason why I consider him deadwood is because Arteta doesn't. So that's why I
Okay.
would consider him deadwood.
Mhm.
If the manager doesn't rate him, I don't classify this person as a part of my squad. If Arteta's shown us he doesn't rate that player, he doesn't want to play that player, I won't consider him. It doesn't matter what I think personally of Kieran Tierney, because I was always a Kieran Tierney lover, bro. Pause. That's crazy. I was always a Kieran Tierney supporter. Do you know what I mean? I always supported him, bro, because I think he's actually a very good left back. I just think he's had a rough time with injuries. He is injury prone, unfortunately. And it's just the point where whether he's injury prone, whether he gets injured, or whether he was put in positions where he was next to a shit defense, which had no security, had no backbone in it, and had a load of individuals in it. It was just unfortunate for him how at what time he came, and he hasn't been able to strive and be able to get into that team and play the way Arteta wants him to play. And it's unfortunate. Do you know what I mean? It's unfortunate, but that's the only person I can really think of. Zinchenko as well. I think he's probably deadwood.
yeah, that's the one I was gonna
he's-
go with.
I think he's gone as well.
But dude, he's built for these kind of games where it's like we're gonna have most of the possession, need someone to invert into midfield.
But he's not available
So-
though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I mean,
know what I
how is he? How is he, bro? What is with this injury crisis that we have at the moment? Because last season, I feel like all the fortunes of last season are now turning into misfortunes.
Yeah, but last
I
season,
feel like
last
you
season
can only
was
go.
a surprising season because
Yeah,
normally we don't
it's
have
a
seasons
fluke
like that.
almost.
Yeah,
And also, you can only go so long where you're playing consistent games. A lot of these players have gone, like Zinchenko, looking at Martin Odegaard. These players have played consistent games over and over and over, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I know Martin Odegaard had a break. He had a holiday, 100%. And that was just unlucky for Martin Odegaard.
Yeah.
But if you look at
Same with
Zinchenko,
Marino as well, I guess. You
you look at Zinchenko, you look at Marino, these players played in their leagues, in their respective leagues, then went into the competitions in the summer and then played and only got a little limited time of break, bro, and then had to come back and then play for their respective clubs, bro. So I can understand why injuries are happening now, and especially for us to go last season with barely any injuries. I think the injuries that we got was only for 1 or 2 games that they missed. Apart
only
from Odegaard,
Partey was the major miss.
yeah,
And like
Odegaard,
obviously
I think
Timber, but
Odegaard, I
Timber
think
was like,
Timber was a massive miss. Now seeing what he's doing, bro. If we had him last season,
you think
yeah,
if we
I
had
think we win the league.
Timber,
I think we win the
right?
league.
If you think we had Timber at left back, we would have made those mistakes against Aston Villa, where like
Hell no. Hell
No.
no. Hell no.
because
there's no
because
chance,
they wouldn't spam the long ball through the right
right?
if Timber was
To
there.
Leon
I-
Bailey
Because
and
I
stuff.
think we
Zinchenko was
would've-
there, they just spammed the long ball to the right.
I actually think we would have won that game at Anfield if Timber was at left back over Zinchenko.
That as well, yeah.
Because Timber wouldn't let Salah go on his left foot. Timber
Yeah.
wouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? So this is just stuff. But anyway, I mean, Kitten even saying that Jesus also deadwood now. To be honest, he can't stay fit. Listen, we're gonna be going through a transition, guys, and we just have to understand this, that there's gonna be a transition from starters and bench players and deadwood. It's all gonna be mixed up. We're gonna be bringing in a large amount of players, but we're also gonna be getting rid of a large amount of players to improve our bench, improve our depth. And listen, this came out all summer, bro. These guys, they don't want a big squad. They want a small squad, and they want it to be full of quality. They don't care about a big squad because Man City have shown you don't need a big squad. Man City don't have a big squad. Man City actually have like 20, 23, 22 players.
23, yeah. 23, yeah.
22,
But they have
23
better
players, but
yeah,
they
but
have
better
quality.
quality, man.
Yeah, exactly. The quality is up here, and it's there for the levels. Even the young kids are that quality that can start for majority of the Premier League teams, bro.
Yep.
Majority of them. Rico Lewis starts for majority of the Premier League teams. He's a starter week in, week out, playing for them and at a high level. So yeah, it's just building ourselves up to that. Of course, right now we're challenging and we're going for the title, but let's not act like our squads are hand in hand with Manchester City, because it's completely different.
Yeah, they have
They're-
difference makers. The reason why they can justify such a small squad is because they have world class players.
Yes,
Well, you saw what they did on the
Don't-
weekend. They brought on Phil Foden, Jack Grealish. You know, we don't have those kind of players to bring on.
No, we we
here's
would bring on
hoping-
Lewis Kelly, and they would bring on fucking Foden, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Right.
difference.
listen. Here's hoping that in January something happens, and that's all
I
I'm
don't
hoping
think so.
on.
I don't think
That's
so.
all I'm hoping on, bro. I'm hearing Victor Gyökeres is going to be shipped out in January. You know what I mean? Who knows, bro? Who knows
Bro,
what could happen?
Gyökeres, trust me,
TK
bro.
Saad, man.
I won't be surprised if someone like Gyökeres ends up at Real Madrid, because they still don't have like that prolific striker. at
Why
this
you got to
moment
say
in time,
stuff
bro.
like that? Why you got to put that in the air, bro?
Because we were stupid enough to not buy him, and now he's balling out again, and he's showing people that last season was not a fluke, and now bigger teams will want to buy him. And we can see clearly that Real Madrid are still missing a striker because Mbappe is not working as a striker, bro. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
or even Chelsea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Chelsea could go for him as well if Osimhen doesn't work out at the end. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually
And that's why I was hammering about Gyökeres, because people people are now gonna be interested because he's balling out again.
in the
That's
Champions League now.
Yeah.
But
But
anyway,
guys, it's Portuguese league tax, guys. No, I mean he's just a good player. Like,
only people who
where do
say
you think
Portuguese
Ronaldo came
league-
from, dude? Like,
Only people who say Portuguese league tax and are the Liverpool fans with PTSD. That Hassam told me that to my face. It's PTSD, bro. They don't trust any players from the Portuguese league now.
And the only thing
After-
you say to
after
those
the-
people is, sorry that I interrupted again. My bad. The
No,
one thing you say to those people is, where did Cristiano Ronaldo come from?
right, exactly.
It's true. That's true. A lot of the best players have come from the Portuguese league, bro. The
Yeah,
Portuguese
it's
league.
always the risk.
Ruben
always a risk.
Diaz has come from the Portuguese league. Bernardo Silva came from the Portuguese league. All of these very good players came from the Portuguese league. Bruno Fernandes.
Never ever say those words together again. Bernardo Silva and good player. That dude is a rat. Okay.
Yeah, he's a
From
piece-
now moving forward, he's a rat.
He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. Listen, we all understand.
You and donkeys are the same. What is the difference between you and a donkey? The donkey, you take the whip, you hit him, and the donkey's like ee-aw. That's the donkey. You're a donkey.
Anyway, listen, let's get let's get into the lineups, man. We need to get to these lineups and I want to start off with Guru. I want to get your
Bro,
lineup.
bro, I have it written down. So
You have it already, yeah?
yeah.
Fair enough.
Look at
Let's
my
let's
guy,
So
hear
bro.
it.
apparently
Professional.
Raya
Hey?
might have been.
I said, look at my guy, bro. Professional. You know what I'm saying?
No,
He's
dude,
ready,
it's
ready,
just I was
ready.
thinking about it earlier, and I'm like, how would I line? I was watching some streams, and they were talking about it. I'm like, this would be mine, you know.
Yeah.
The funny
But
thing is, if you
appar-
had it written on a napkin or something, you say, "You think this is professional?" It's on a napkin, bro. They ain't gonna pay for it, man. Fucking hell, man.
right, so apparently Raya has a knock, right?
Mhm.
And
Bro,
what's
lock
his
off the stream,
face?
bro. What?
Neto is now
No,
right.
Neto is cup
no,
tied.
he is cup tied. He cannot play.
Right, and
Yeah, Neto is cup tied.
and Raya.
Setford is
I knew
injured,
Raya was never playing in this game. Raya was never
right?
playing.
But
in this game. He was
Setford is
limited.
injured, so we're gonna have to
Bro,
play
just
Porter,
put Gabriel in goal, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What's his name? Jack. What's his name?
Jack Porter.
Jack Porter. 16-year-old.
Yep.
That's all
So
good.
he's gonna be playing. I'm gonna go with Ben White, right back. Right now, this depends. Like, are we sure Zinchenko is not in the squad?
Zinchenko's injured. He said he confirmed it today. He said that he's still got weeks to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't
So
in
then,
last week's squad as well. So yeah.
right. So then White. I would go Calafiori, right center back. Kevior. I know that's two left leg players on, in center back. You never really see that, but
Mhm.
it is what it is. It's Bolton. And then Skelly.
Mhm.
Then I go Rice. Gotta play Rice. He's a workhorse. Waneri and Jorginho in midfield. Can't play Partey again. There's no chance. I
No,
saw some people
no.
today on their stream saying Partey. I'm like, dude, why are we risking that?
Bro, that guy must rest, bro. He must.
Yeah. And we forgot to mention this yesterday. I don't know, maybe someone did. But dude, you know how people used to call him General Partey?
Mm.
Bro, the first 4 or 5 games of the season, he was looking like geriatric Partey, you know?
Yeah.
Uncle Partey, you know?
Unk. Big up Unk.
Yep. And to be honest with you, that second half, he
Uncle
shifted
Partey.
into that top gear, man. He looked solid. So just let him rest. Might need him for Leicester. No one knows. Then, like, the only qualm I have is Jesus Sterling playing 100%. But up top, it's like Trossard can't play, right? And this is why we talked about a lack of attacking players that we brought in this summer, because we have to play Havertz now. Who else is going to play there? Just give me one person who can play there.
What, up top?
Yeah. Or if, let's say, we play Jesus up front, who's playing on the right wing? Sterling. Okay, but then who's playing left wing? We can't play Martinelli again. Brother had a hard game on Sunday, man. You know.
So here's where I come in and I say, if we look at who we could possibly play, like from the academy, can we bring anybody in? Can we maybe start somebody, give them an opportunity? Maybe we could play Nwaneri on the wing, and then you could play Salah Eddin and in the midfield. We could do
No,
something like that.
Saladin is not selected, bro.
What, for the competition?
No, I think overall he's not in the squad anymore. I think he's back to because he wasn't on the bench as well against City, and he hasn't been on the bench for all of the games, if I remember correctly.
Are you sure? Let me double check this. Let me go on to the, because he can still be selected though, if we wanted to.
If that's the case, then sure, but I don't think Arteta will do that because he hasn't picked him on the bench for any game. So I don't know if he will do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what? Looking at the academy and looking at some forwards that we could bring in.
I think the 11 is simple, man. Gonna be real.
Seagull Junior is on loan, so we can't bring him in. Nathan Butler or Oyedeji, he's one that I've heard about. I've seen actually clips of him, bro. People have put clips of this guy and said he's a good forward as well, bro. So maybe we could play him in the forward line. But listen, it's all about experimenting now and seeing how you can utilize certain players, which players can step up, which players can really do it for you. Do you know what I mean? But in regards to, so you go ahead with your squad and just finish your squad off anyway, because that's me. I've got a kind of
No, finish mine. So it's T. It's T now. So okay, I'll just say it
yeah.
again.
Sorry, go ahead with it again. Sorry, just say
So Porter, White, Calafiori, Kivior, Skelly, Rice, Waneri, Jorginho, Jesus, Havertz, Sterling.
Okay, that's a fairly decent squad, fairly strong squad. T, who you going with? You're on mute, brother.
Shit. Bottled it.
Moving like
Uh,
Spurs, bro, against
Yeah,
Arsenal. Crazy.
Spurs. Moving like Mourinho.
Spurs.
Did you know that Mourinho walked away from the press conference because he's a piece of shit? But anyway, I will go with the 16-year-old in goal. I will go Ben White. I will go Heaven. I will go Kivior. I will go Calafiori. The midfield will be Rice, Jorginho, and Waneri. The front line will be Sterling, Jesus, and maybe Martinelli, or Sterling, Havertz, and Jesus. So one or the other. So it depends on who
Very similar.
Arteta wants to rest, because either he will rest Martinelli or Havertz, but one or the two will play, and most likely it will be Havertz that is gonna play because he
What was
never
your
rests.
defensive line?
It was Ben White, Heaven, Kivior, and Calafiori.
Okay. That is my same 11. That's my same back line that I'm gonna go with. Obviously, the keeper. We're not gonna speak about the keeper. The keeper's the keeper, bro. It's only him who's available now. The other ones
Yeah.
are not available. So
Ugh, it's crazy.
yeah. I'm gonna go with the same defense. Although I don't know if Ben White is gonna play. I want Ben White to play, but I don't know whether he's gonna play Ben White because Ben White is injured. Ben White is carrying an injury. He said that we didn't even want to play him in the Man City game, but he said he wanted to come on. We were forced into it after the game. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think Ben White's playing this game per se.
So you don't think Arteta is trying to phase him out of the squad now that Timber and Calafiori are here?
Nope. Completely not. I think having Timber and Ben White and possibly Tomiyasu in that position at right back is very
Well,
good.
get rid of Tomiyasu. I don't want to hear it. Brother's done at this club.
I
wouldn't mind at this point.
Listen, let Tommy Goetsu live, bro. Do you know what I mean? Let him live, bro. Let him live. You know what I mean? I'll never forget that performance against Manchester City at home where he came on, bro, and changed the game for us, bro. So let's have it right. Let's have it right. But I don't know whether he's gonna play Ben White, but I would like to see Ben White anyway. And I'm gonna go with what I want to see. Heaven. I would actually go with Gabriel. I don't think Gabriel will get a rest. I think he'll play one of the.
No, we can't play Gabriel or Saliba, man.
I know we can't, but I think he'll play one of them. One of them will probably play because he does not steer away from the center. The center backs, one of them has to be playing. If it's Saliba, then Gabriel will get rested. If it's Gabriel, then Saliba will get rested.
Maybe this will change your mind. Maybe this will change your mind. Yeah. He knows that Kivior can play the left back position, and he's gonna start Calafiori at the left back so he can bomb forward, and Kivior can cover that left side. You know what I'm saying? That's my reasoning of why I said Kivior Calafiori. You know what I'm saying?
If Kivior starts, then in my opinion, I don't think he's gonna get I don't think he's gonna get rid of both centre backs. Both centre backs play. But no, one of the centre backs play every single time. I don't think we went into any of the League Cup games or the FA Cup games, no matter how small the opponent was, without the centre backs. Even against PSV, bro, where it was the PSV game that we played last season in the Champions League, throwaway game, didn't matter. What did he do?
Yeah, he started both of them.
He played the centre backs because I don't think Arteta will give these guys a rest because he knows that they are strong enough to play these games. And listen, I don't think I'm not too worried about Gabriel or Saliba because they are like Havertz. They're just physicality wise and just them as themselves injury wise, they're not bad. The only thing that we've seen from Saliba is that mad thing where he got kicked in the back and that fucked him up. But apart from that, nothing really happened. Do you know what I mean? In regards to injuries. So I see one of them starting. I think he's going to start Gabriel. He's not going to start Saliba. And you're gonna see Gabriel. You're going to see Aiden Heaven on the right side, and then you're probably going to see one of the right backs if it's Ben White. But he's carrying a knock, so I don't know who you're going to see at right back. I don't know, but we need to see who's going to be at right back. Left back is going to be Calafiori. Calafiori is going to play at left back. In the midfield, I'm going to go with the same midfield as Guru. That midfield is perfect for me. Rice, Jorginho.
I think all three of us went with that.
Nwaneri. That's the midfield for me, and the front three for me. I'm gonna go with Sterling on the left. I'm gonna go Havertz down the middle, and I'm gonna go Jesus on the right. I was thinking
I would switch Jesus and Sterling. Sterling's best, like we've discussed this before. I think Sterling's better off the right.
Yeah, we can 100%. If you want to play him, you can play him on the right.
Let's have it right.
Let's have it right. Depending on what you want to do, you can play him right, left, wherever. But this is just the facts. I just don't see the centre back. I don't see him changing both centre backs. If he does, I'm gonna be so surprised. I'm like, wow, they really needed the rest then. They really were out of it. Do you know what I mean? So I just personally don't see it.
We'll see. We'll see if Arteta takes the competition seriously.
Saka 100%.
They won't play.
Yeah,
but
Saka,
here's the thing,
Saka,
right? Here's the thing about that narrative. Like, I've criticized Arteta a lot too, as well, right? But not for the cup competitions, because it's like, bro, you play your mostly your first squad, and you have an unlucky result against West Ham or something, and bro, you're not taking the competition seriously. You play your young people and you get knocked out. Oh, you're not taking the competition seriously, and bro, you don't give the young players a chance. He can't win, dude.
You can't win. Arteta can't win. I on that one, I can kind of agree, but there are moments where he needs to play more kids. There are moments where he needs to play more kids.
No, that bro, I've been saying that. I've been saying that since
that PSV game. That was criminal. It was a throwaway game. Let the kids play, bro. Just let the kids play. One of them might show something. You could have fielded a whole team of the kids with just Jorginho in the midfield. A whole team. To be
honest, like
with just Jorginho.
Atalanta as well, man. He should have played NWANERI, dude. Just what was the excuse there?
You put Jorginho in the middle as a midfielder, and the rest of them kids, academy products. Let Jorginho delegate to them. He's a captain for a reason. Yep. Let him delegate to them. He's a very experienced player, and he's in the midfield. Perfect scenario. So you don't need to worry about that if it's a throwaway game. If we're already through on a competition like the Champions League where we were, you don't need to go all out.
Guaranteed to go through. Well,
Do you know what I mean?
Wenger used to do that all the time. Do you remember? Where it's
Yeah.
like, if we're guaranteed to go through and we're first place, regardless of what happens in that game, bro, bring on the 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
I don't care if you get whooped 8-0. You know, it's fine.
Yeah. By the way, big up to the masked cannon who is going to the game. Big up to you, my broski. Hopefully you enjoy the game, bro.
Enjoy.
North London forever. Make sure to sing it loud, broski. Make sure to sing it loud.
Oh, you're so shameless, bro.
Make sure to sing it loud, broski. Because when I'm there, I'm singing it loud, mate. You know what I mean? North London forever. Gas.
Am I the only one who thinks that song is really corny?
I mean,
I like
bro,
it.
but I mean, you're telling me You Never Walk Alone is not corny? Come on.
I like it, bro. The only
I
thing,
feel like
the
in
only-
10, 15 years, you'll settle down
Exactly.
about it and you'll
People-
sing it with your kids. Watch.
people are overreacting right now, but this is probably what people were saying about You'll Never Walk Alone. Actually, no, You'll Never Walk Alone was because of certain things that
The
happened.
Hillsborough,
I'm
right?
not, I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
because
no, you're
of
right.
the Hillsborough thing, and
Yeah.
and there was a meaning behind it. Listen, I think the song. Listen, it's just something to bring the crowd together for them to sing together as fans before the game to cheer the team on and just motivate them, bro. Like, look, we're here singing for you guys, bro. For you guys to give us a good game. I think the word corny is just, I don't know. I rate the song, bro. I'm happy. I always wanted an anthem for us to sing before games and stuff like that, bro. I'm all up for that, bro. I love that.
Hey, maybe I'm not the kumbaya type of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. I'm 100% kumbaya, bro. You know what I mean? Get me together with a couple of guys, bro. We're singing like,
Kumbaya, my lord.
kumbaya, kumbaya. Oh, mate, we're here, man. We're here. But yeah, anyway, that is the starting 11s, obviously, that we're going for. What are we going for in regards to predictions for the score predictions for this game? What are you guys thinking?
3-0.
3-0, yeah?
I'm expecting a 5-0, bro. I love it.
I would love for us to go out there 7-0, 8-0, whatever.
I'm doing a hooks, bro. 5-0. 5-0.
I would love for us to do that. I don't know whether it might happen. I think it would more be a 2-0, maybe 3-0 at the most. So I don't think it's going to be a mad scoreline, but I would love for it, bro. I would love for it, man.
You don't think
I will say, though-
Nwanieri is gonna have an amazing game? Because I think
Oh, he
he's
will.
gonna
He
ball
will.
out
No,
this year.
I just feel
Nwanieri
it.
is going to cook. Nwanieri is
Yeah.
he's going to cook, bro. He's going to cook. I just hope that my boy Salahuddin will be able to join in,
Look
bro.
at this guy, bro.
Nah, bro, listen, man.
Does
We
it
all got our guys, bro. We all got our guys. By the way, he's in the academy, bro, and he could be called up, bro. And
Yeah,
I think he probably will be called up.
yes, but I didn't say he's not in the academy. I said he was sent back to the academy because he was never picked for squads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no, but this is the thing. Arteta will always switch about people that he has on the bench.
Fair.
Nwanieri is the only one that they've truly said where he's a first team player.
Yeah.
That's the only person, and that the only reason why that is because if Martin Odegaard's out and if other players are not in the position that he can play, he'll play there. Do you know what I mean? There's more of a chance of him playing than there's Salahuddin. So yeah, big up to Salahuddin, and obviously we hope to see him tomorrow, bro. But score predictions, yeah, I'm gonna go. Huh?
I said you hope to see him tomorrow, not us.
So what? You can't even support Maghribi brother, bro. You can't support Maghribi brother. You're surrounded by Moroccans, bro. You're practically like a quarter Moroccan yourself, bro. Like, why is this guy capping right now, bro?
The reason why I'm giving this energy is because of the energy you give my guys. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, it's not
a rivalry
your guy.
now.
It's one guy, bro. And the only reason why I give that energy,
one guy, it's the guy.
The only reason why I give it that energy, yeah, is because this guy decided to overhype him to a next level against my guy.
Overhype?
Against my guy,
Okay,
100%, bro.
Guru,
You're trying to.
Guru.
My guy's at a certain level.
Let me ask you one
and you're
thing.
trying
Yeah?
to get. You're trying to get him to that
Yeah.
level,
Let
bro.
me ask you one thing. Yeah. Brahim Diaz and Arda Güler. First of all, Arda Güler is like 5 years younger, 4 years, 5 years. Okay. And he is starting consistently this season for Real Madrid, unlike Brahim Diaz. Okay.
Let me see this.
Personally, I say Arda Güler and Saad says Brahim Diaz.
Bro,
Also
if
because
you're
I'm Turkish.
asking me one player,
Yes.
if you're asking me one player I would take for Arsenal, it's obviously Arda Güler, man.
There you
has to
go.
be.
You know
There
what?
you go.
The thing is,
you go.
Zerviland.
Guru is
Zerviland.
pressured right now. The
No,
cameras
I'm not.
are on.
I'm not pressured.
You know what I mean?
I said this at the Euros. I said this
thing
at the
is, yeah,
Euros, man.
T has a very like pressuring voice, bro. You
No,
know what I mean?
don't tell me what.
Hey, put me on the
Don't
full
tell
screen,
me I
bro.
was
Put me on the
pressured.
full screen. Put me on the full screen, bro. Put me
Hey.
on the full screen, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not putting you on the full screen. Guess
Why?
what I'm
You
doing?
put yourself
Guess-
on the full screen
Guess
with
what I'm
Brahim
doing?
Diaz.
I'm putting me on the
bro.
full screen, brother. I'm putting me on the full screen. Tell me something now, man. Tell me something now.
What
There
a
you
fraud,
are.
bro. What a fraud.
There you are.
Yeah,
you
there
fool.
you go. There you go. A true baller. True baller, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I think we just need to just understand that it's listen, we're just by the way, Brahim Diaz started and Brahim Diaz got injured in the last game. By the way, let's just have it right. So this guy's saying he starts more consistently. Let's just
Okay,
have a
but
look.
this energy was not
have a
there
look.
when Arda Güler was injured last season. And you said,
Oh
"Oh,
wow,
Brahim Diaz
Arda
played
Güler.
more." Blah
Hold
blah
on,
blah.
Arda Güler didn't start this game. He started the one against Real Sociedad. He didn't start this game in the Champions League because they don't trust Arda Güler in the Champions League because Arda Güler ain't built.
Wow.
Arda Güler ain't built for that.
Wow.
It's
Who
fine.
did
It's
they
fine.
play?
It's fine.
Who did they
Hold on.
play? Who did they play? Huh?
on.
Who did they play?
Hold on.
Who did they play?
What do you
Tell me
mean?
who did they play?
They play Stuttgart.
Yes, because they're keeping Arda Güler for the more important games. Who the fuck cares about Stuttgart, bro?
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, bro. Hold on a minute, bro. Hold on a minute. Look at the team that they played. Look at the midfield that they started. This guy said they're keeping the more important players. So I'll tell you the midfield that Real Madrid started. Bellingham, Tchouameni, and Valverde. Is that the midfield is that the secondary midfield?
Hey,
To
all
all the
I'm
teams?
saying is Güler is the
Yeah,
future.
wallahi.
All I'm saying is Güler is the future, and he played more games this year than Brahim Diaz.
That's fine.
Make that with what you will, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine. Listen, big up to both of them. They're both young talents.
No. Arda Güler is
I don't know
5
about
years
young.
younger.
I don't know about
Yeah,
young
Arda Güler is
talent
5
for
years
one of them.
younger, bro. You shameless individual.
they're both young talents. They're both young talents. And we will see, bro. We will see what happens in the next cup the next competition. You know what I mean? It's the
Can I say
AFCON,
one
so
thing
we'll
in
see what
between?
We'll see what Brahim Diaz does in the AFCON. By the way, I just realized my camera was off this whole
Yes,
time. We'll see what Brahim Diaz does. We'll see what Brahim Diaz does in the AFCON. By the way, he's cooking for Morocco, guys.
You know what this guy did,
Cooking.
Guru? You know what this guy did? This guy dared to compare the AFCON with the Euros. You know what I'm saying? I said if Turkey
come
was in
on.
the AFCON,
Bro,
Turkey was in the
come
AFCON,
on.
we would win it a few times at least. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying?
For
And
sure.
this guy's
easy.
and
Bro,
this guy
not
bro,
that easy.
I used to live in
Euros, bro.
brother. I don't know if you know this about me. I used to live in Congo, DRC. I lived there for 6 years, bro. I used to watch the AFCON religiously because I mean, at the time during the international break, that was the only thing on TV that I could watch. Trust me, dude. Turkey would have cooked. Turkey would have cooked.
One thing.
City already 1-0 up and Chelsea already 1-0 up. So
Oh, there you go. One more thing before
Deflecting.
one more thing before I.
You see
end
what he
off.
just did?
I'm gonna say one more thing before I end off this conversation. You see this Visca guy in the chat, yeah? You know how much of this guy is a fraud, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy, look at his first message. Güler won nothing. Yamal won the Euros. Yamal is the best player on the planet. And this guy is supposed to be a Fenerbahce fan. You know what I'm saying? Where did Arda Güler come from? From Fenerbahce. And this guy is trying to convince us that he's a Fenerbahce fan while he's cussing the best player that they have ever created? I'm done.
He's one of those.
I realized Visca is just agenda based, bro. And I think we just need to end it off with this. you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Galatasaray, better than, bro.
I will say though, I do want Mourinho to win against Bald Hog. I will say that. Cooking his old ex team, that would be settings. Just saying.
Is Galatasaray coming up against Spurs as well?
Yeah.
You better
Yeah,
I might
cook.
be a big
You better cook.
Galatasaray fan. Is T gonna have to teach me a couple of chants? So when I go
Yes.
into Olahawa, bro, I'm gonna be chanting, bro. Yes, I'm here,
4
bro.
sene üst üste şampiyon olduk. Avrupa'nın
You know what?
kralı olduk.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, bro.
That one is mad, but you're gonna have to teach me it, bro. You're gonna
Yeah,
have
of
to teach
course.
me. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just know the 1, 2, 3. Jim bom bom. Jim bom bom. Lo 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 lo.
Yeah, I might do a watch along for that. I can't lie. Just for memes.
I'm doing it 100%.
Hey, do
I'm
it,
doing a
bro.
watch
I
along for
will
that.
be there. If you do it, if anyone does a Galatasaray watch along,
No,
I will
I'm
be there.
I'm gonna do a watch along for the Galatasaray versus Tottenham Hotspur. 100% we're doing that.
Hey, Visca, Osimhen gave an assist to Mertens, the second goal. Did you forget, you fraud?
Oh, Chelsea are 2-0 up now.
Oh,
And
bro.
Kunku scored twice. Wow.
Well, you got cooked 3-1 and you have this chest. Come on, have some shame, dude.
And they're home as well, eh?
Come on.
Crazy. Anyway, listen, big up to everybody who has tuned in. Big up to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. Make sure you are subscribing though if you haven't. Make sure you are liking the video. We are gonna leave you here for the or actually who am I gonna pass you guys to? Because I need to pass you guys to somebody.
Someone doing a watch along, I'm sure.
100% someone's doing a watch along. Oh,
Yeah.
let me not click on that one.
Hossam was doing a Chelsea watch along. You can redirect to him, maybe.
Was he doing Chelsea watch along? No.
I think so.
I don't see him.
Did he lock off the stream because they're ahead? I swear he planned the stream for this.
No,
Let me
he's
look,
not.
bro.
Yeah,
No,
no, I
bro,
don't see him.
I think he deleted the stream. I swear I saw a watch along for Chelsea Borough.
Well, send him to Deji. Send him to Deji.
No. Hold on. For heritage sake, bro. For heritage sake, I have to send them to one person. Hamza talks ball, mate. Goodbye, people. Good luck. Farewell. Stay blessed. Enjoy Hamza saying that all of their young players are like Prime Maldini, Prime Roberto Carlos, Prime Rui Costa. You know what I mean? Just enjoy it, bro. Just enjoy it. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace out. Love for the love.